Okay, so here is a question that I think some people can you work in China without a degree? I Some people don't have a degree, but they want to teach in China. Uh, and also, there's another. The purpose of this video is to really take a look at what's happening in the market. What is really going on in China? Who is teaching? And what is so? This is more like a commentary. Um, I've seen so many videos on YouTube that talk about, well, there's absolutely no problem with teaching without a bachelor's degree. And of course, it's true. There's just so many people out there doing it. And I've never ever heard of anyone getting deported or even in trouble for that. Now, many of the schools, and again, I'm never advocating that you do it legally. But so many people are doing it and they're making so much money it doesn't even matter. But what I can't say that you should do it because it's against Chinese law. You can't do it, although everybody is. So, um, I the one question is the quality of the teaching. Um, and are you truly a native speaker? If you truly are a native speaker, for example, if you're from England, if you're from Australia, if you're from South Africa, if you're from Ireland, if you're from America, obviously these are native speakers. And so, really, what schools are looking for is someone who, once they're actually personally there in front of you, physically in China, standing in front of the parents and the students, especially if the students are adults, and would you be believable as a native teacher, as a native speaking English teacher? And normally, if you truly are, that's not a problem. The proof is in the pudding. That will all bear itself out. Um, Many people come here just on any visa, and then they get the same. One thing I've noticed is I'm a native speaker. I get visa. I have a visa in China, and I've done the visa interview, and I don't know if they even really look that carefully at the degrees. I remember seeing, I've been to many visa interviews in China for work visas, and usually it's just like a quick passing glance, barely even a moment spent. Their eyes perhaps drift for 15 seconds on the degree. I know that they don't check it. So I have a bachelor's degree from the University of Washington, and you can verify that online, but I know they don't even do that. So, um, this is what's happening in the market. These are the economics of the English teaching market is such that demand is for a native speaker is so far outstripping supply, that I will tell you I know of an instance where I was teaching and I have a visa at an adult English school, and I got to know a guy, great guy from America. He's from Kansas. Actually, his parents had lived in a number of different parts of the United States, um, and he did not have a degree. But I found out later that this school, this adult English teaching school, had actually given him an offer for 14,000 renminbi a month. Again, 14,000 renminbi a month, which is just a little bit less than 2,500 US dollars a month. Again, just under 2,500 US dollars. I said, well, you don't have a degree? He's like, no. Well, actually, I wasn't surprised. I wasn't surprised. Oh yeah, I was a little bit surprised at the fact that he had actually purchased one somewhere. He had one online. He bought a faked one online, and he had actually got an offer. He got an offer. Um, Now I don't know if there are people who have applied with a fake degree and then been turned down, but I do know that some teachers go to those schools on business visas. Actually, tons of teachers on business visas They teach at these schools. It's all across China. This is a phenomenon that everybody knows about. And you and the school didn't ask any questions about whether it was a real degree. It was on fancy paper, apparently, I suppose, because I know my degree. When I was asked for my degree, they wanted the original, so they want raised ink, right? The nice quality paper, something that, it just feels real. Um, and so I assumed that the piece of paper that he preferred to them was also not a burlap sack, right? It was not a burlap sack, but it was something presentable and something which gives the immediate impression of something genuine, real, original degree. Um, so I can't recommend that anyone do that because no owner, no one, no legitimate professional can really go on record as saying that. And I'm not doing that. But I am noticing that right now in China, it is extremely widespread and tons of people are doing it. It doesn't hold them back really. At the top, there's many of the top jobs you won't get those, except for you could probably teach part time there for $30 an hour, or 150 renminbi to 200 renminbi an hour, even if you don't have a degree. And you could get part time at all those schools and certainly support yourself. The main thing I think for people, what they do, I don't know if it's good. It's probably not. I mean, whatever. They come here and they actually get here in person and they actually can apply in person. And that's why they get those jobs, because the Chinese schools want to see you actually here. There's nothing like a face, a real live, living, breathing body presenting itself at the school, ready to go, a genuine native speaker. So those whether they have degrees or not, they can get jobs that way. So I'm not saying good or bad, but this is a YouTube commentary about the fact, and there's so many videos out there. They say that yes, that people are doing that, and that's all I can say about that.